Hey guys, it's me. That's it. The story. I heard this. How the race was won by a dominating rookie. The date was June 23rd, 2012 at Columbus Motor Speedway on a warm summer night at the 1/3 mile asphalt oval. When I arrived at the track, I took my usual seat at the exit of turn 4 and the meeting of the front stretch, As I walked up the wheelchair ramp, I overlooked the track with decades of the corner of the mark of the with decades of tire marks on the corners and front stretch. I then proceeded up the wood bleachers up to my seat. I had my stadium seat on my shoulder, put down on the wood seat, opened it up, placed my hand on the rusted brown steel railing from the day the track opened back in 1945, and then sat down on my stadium seat. As I was thumbing through the souvenir program, I had a fresh off the grill hot dog with coleslaw, washed down with a relieving 20-ounce bottle of Diet Mountain Dew. I watched the blazing fast laps of the late models as Josh Cahill got a qualifying speed of 90 miles per hour or 13.750 seconds around the mile. I watched all the thrilling races, crazy compacts, Columbus modified sports stocks, and late model action. I don't know if there's any other classes there, but I think that might have been it. But otherwise, here it is. As darkness fell from the sky, the lights started humming with a surge of electric current flowing through the wires of the 12 light poles as they brightened the track. When it all came down to the late model feature, the cars emerged from the turn 2 side out of the pits, taking 8 pace laps around the track behind the Toyota Tundra pace truck. As the crowd stood on their feet from the old decaying well-sound wood seats, as they knew the race was going to start. On the track was 14 hungry late models, ready for battle as Josh Cahill and Burgess White led the pack to start the 35-lap feature to the green flag, led by Jim Paul at approximately 8 p.m. They wanted me to put it in the time, but I don't know. They wanted me to do it as a requirement. I really wasn't going to put it in. Starting from the pole, first place, Josh Cahill leading the screaming engines of the 150 horsepower late models as the pack approached in turn 1. I guesstimated it. Then powering to turn 2 on the backstretch, the battle was for second place as Cahill was showing the way. The cars were screaming against the backstretch wall, where the exhaust pipe goes against the wall. The fierce 3,000-pound, 850 horsepower cars were bouncing from side to side in turn 3, then to the well-famous turn 4, Calamity Corner. Lap 1 already complete, Cahill leading in the well-known 77 Sacco Scott's wrecking yellow and black Ford Fusion leads the field while working lap 2. Then on lap 7, a yellow flag is out for a lapped car on the wall. That one shortened down Cahill's lead of 2 car lengths down to a car length. They wanted me to put suspense in there. After the 2-minute cleanup, the race was resumed. Cahill leading the field to lap 8, green flag waving, and the battle was for the lead as George Lindsay and Howard Muncie was pressuring Cahill for the lead as they were on his bumper on the front stretch. Cahill was still leading, and on lap 14 things would get a little crazy. On lap 14, with Cahill still leading, Howard Muncie battled for the lead with Josh until a caution flag flew in the air. This time for another spin. This time it was for Bill Browning. who was running fifth at the time. After the race was resumed, I was chomping down a big plate of elephant ears with powdered sugar on top, deep fried dough with confectioner's sugar. In the air was the smell of the best aroma in racing, the fresh smell of fresh burnt Hoosier racing tires. Then the green flag back in the air, Cahill was the dominant driver to beat in the yellow and black Ford Fusion. He led George Lindsay, Howard Muncie, and Ray Muncie the rest of the way. My heart was beating like a drum when the white flag flew for the win, and this is on my other channel too. 77 win. My heart was beating like a big drum when the white flag flew for the win. Cahill was in front of Howard Muncie, Ray Muncie, George Lindsay, and Chad Fountain. Powering out of turn 4 for the checkers was the dominating rookie in the yellow and black Ford Fusion at 8:30 approximately. In victory lane, he was happy, and his crew was running from the turn 1 side where the cars go into the pits. There's one that they go in, one that they go out. The crew was with Josh. Then Jim Paul brought the hardware, trophy, and hat. Then I watched the rest of the races. In the pits, after the races were all over, the track officials let the fans in the pits at the conclusion of the evening, as the tow trucks and all the other vehicles were brought in from the track to the pits. Meanwhile, in Josh's spot, a big party was starting for Josh, and a well-deserved win for him. I couldn't wait to congratulate the man to beat. As I was searching for Josh, I found him, patted him on the back, and said, "Congrats, Josh. You drove a great race out there." He replied, "Thanks, man." I gave his mom, Dee, a hug and told her, "How about that race? That was an awesome run." She said, I said, "How about that race?" That was awesome. We needed that badly. After 25 minutes in the pits or so, the crew pushed the car in the trailer, closed the door, locked it. Said the crew, "See you guys soon." That's the end of it. But I put in this. At the end of the season, Josh Cahill finished 4th in the standings, won Rookie of the Year, with 2 wins, 6 top 5 finishes, and 15 top 10s. I've known Josh and his family for over 7 years, but that was one of the most exciting races I've seen in a long time. They wanted me to, the significance of my life, but this is a really good significance because I wanted to see Josh win the race for a long time. And here is my grade. Glad you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, comment, rate. See you guys soon.